So on the shop, on the website, you need to make sure that this is the foundation. You need to make sure that when people come to your store, that they can actually buy, that they will buy, that a lot of people will buy. We call this a conversion rate. We call this how many people go to your store and how many of these people actually give you money, end up giving you money. So if the foundation is broken, if you send 1,000 people to your store and only one person gives you money, the foundation is broken.
Then the tower is down.
Right.
If you don't have a strong foundation.
So no matter how much marketing you send to your store, nothing will work. Nothing will stick. Right? But let's say you send 100 people to your store and 2, 3, or 5 people will buy from you. That's a great foundation. Now every marketing method that you use and every dollar that you spend in marketing efforts is well spent because it comes back and it will translate back into money. Right? So if you only have 1 out of 100 people that buys from you, you spend $1 in marketing. Okay, that's $1 spent and you get something back. But now let's say you get 2 people to buy from you instead. That dollar you spend has twice the power, has twice the result. So all your dollars you put out in marketing, these are like your little soldiers. But the soldiers, when they go out, they can only win the war if the foundation is right and your online store is actually set up to sell people, to make them sell. So what we want to talk about a little bit is this foundation. We want to talk how you set this up, and I promise after lunch we're going to talk about marketing, all the different marketing strategies, and how they work together. Let's say the foundation of your foundation is your customer. It is the people we sell to. We always like to think about numbers as sellers. We like to think about how many people come to our store, how many digits do they leave in the bank account, how many digits do I have left in the bank account at the end of the month. As a business, this is what we care about. This is what we need to care about, because if we don't have the numbers right, our business will die. But the core to make the numbers right is the customer, because they are the one that give you the money, right? So we need to figure out who is the right customer that can buy from you. Obviously, if I ask you, who do you want to sell to? You say, well, everyone that gives me money.
Of course.
Right? Of course. Well, the problem online is this is not really how this works. We talked a little about selling one-to-one or one-to-many. Online, we sell one-to-many, right? But it doesn't mean our marketing message needs to fit everyone and needs to talk to many people. Because everyone that comes to your website comes to a website alone, as one person, right? There's not a group of people come, sit in front of one computer and they all go. No, it's one by one by one. Even though you can have many people at the same time on your store, everyone that's buying is an individual. It's an individual person. And every person has different reasons to buy your product, right? There are some people that buy your product because they want to save electricity, because they grow a lot of plants. There are some people that buy this because they want to make a fun experiment at home with their friends. And there are some people that buy this because they want to grow their own plants because they have health issues and they want to grow the plants to help with their health, right? So there are different motivations for different people. So if you put up on your website, this light helps you grow plants with
20%.
with spending 20% less on electricity. The one that's coming to your site to buy the light for health, they don't care, right? The one that's coming to have fun with friends, they don't care. The same if you say, hey, this light is perfect so you can have fun with friends, so all your friends can come to your website, and you show pictures of friends together, having fun together on your website. Well, the person that comes for health, they don't care. Right? So even though you sell to a lot of people, initially what we want to do is we want to find one person. We don't even, when we talk about people's and buyers' demographics, we always like to talk about, I like to sell to people who are between 20 and 30 years old and who are female and who live in USA.
In USA, yeah.
Okay, that's a good start, right? But what do these people want? What do they feel? What do they value? What do they hate? What do they like? What don't they like? Right? And this is really, really, really important, because if you're a different person, I will sell you the light differently. I have different points to talk to you about, right? The same way is if you're a supplier and you sell a product, and I want you to build a website. I'll explain you this differently as if I would have someone who is a student in college who's like, I want to start my own e-commerce business. We talk about very different things, right? We talk differently to the people. So what we need to come up with is the foundation of everything. Who is the person we want to sell to? Now you could say, well, look, if you go that narrow and you only sell to this one person, how about all the other people? Who do they give the money, right? But initially, we need to talk to one person. We need to go very specific. So a lot of this one kind of person can buy from you. Basically, we create a brand image for this brand. Apple creates a brand for obviously a more broad audience, but Apple also speaks to the creative people, right? To the creators. Apple doesn't speak to the analytical people who want to work in Excel spreadsheets, right? It doesn't talk to the corporations. It talks to their specific kind of person, so they can connect. So this is the foundation of the brand. We need to have one kind of person, and later on, we can always branch out. We can always build a second site on our shop that speaks more to the people. There are many more technical things we can do to talk to each of these people individually and then bring them to our store. But initially, and the first thing that we need to do is we need to identify who is the buyer, who is the customer, what do they like, what do they want, what do they hate, why they want your product, what is the reason, how does your product make them feel? Because people buy products because of emotions. They don't buy because of logic. They buy because of emotion.
Yes.
Right? So if a person buys a picture frame, they don't buy this because there's a good price on picture frames. No. They buy this because they want to frame a picture of their kids in the office so when they go to work, they have their family with them. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, right? So what is the emotion your customer has? Who's your customer and what emotion makes them buy? This is the very first thing to identify. So this is your avatar. This is the very first step that you need to identify.